Hi, my loves. So, welcome back. I'm Coach Kara, and today I want to talk to you about how to become a high quality partner. All right. So, I recently did some videos on what a high quality man would expect and what a high quality man is in a relationship. So, I just wanted to share today with you all on how to become a better version of yourself so that you can have a high quality relationship as well. All right, welcome back to my channel. So, typically, there are only three attributes that you really need in order to become a high quality partner. And I say three because if you incorporate these three characteristics to your daily routine, you practice, you gain self-discipline with these three traits, everything else will be like a domino effect, okay? So when you have one thing, everything else falls in line, regardless of what that is, when we're looking at something more in a positive aspect, right? So one of those attributes would be is having self-love. See, when you have self-love, you take care of yourself, you keep yourself up, you take care of your mental wealth, you take care of your emotional stability, you groom, you pamper yourself, you treat yourself to certain things, especially if you've been working hard for that week. You know how to treat yourself, right? So when you show self-care to yourself, that will resonate, because what that signifies is I care about myself. I love myself enough not only to want to look great and feel great, but it'll also allow me to set boundaries in my relationships or in my dating connections. Set boundaries. Why? Because you have enough self-love to have standards. When you have standards, you see where I'm going? You automatically require boundaries, okay? And that is going to resonate. You're going to send off signals of I am a person who loves themselves and I respect to be loved in return. That's what you're giving off. And what that basically does is ward off all the people who are not going to give you that same kind of energy. You understand? I had somewhat of a similar experience the other day. I went inside the Chick-fil-A because the lines are crazy, and this guy, he kept glimpsing over at me like he wanted to come and say something, but I can chill just by looking at him, and I don't want to place judgment, but just by looking at him, he may be about those games, might be a bit manipulative, may not, whatever, want to just be with one person. And he kept looking to see if he should or he shouldn't, but the energy that I was giving off was, hey, no shenanigans. And I think he felt that. And all he could do as he was leaving out was, have a good night. And see, that's what you want to get off. You want to give off that energy of, hey, no games played here. When someone knows that you love yourself, they're going to give you that same level of respect. Again, it's like a domino effect. The second attribute that you would need is to be positive minded. So when you look at any relationship, or hell, just life itself, everything is more in a positive mindset. When you think positive, you act positively. You make positive choices. When you are in disagreement with your person, you're not going to get upset and leave it unresolved. No, you're going to find a positive method to have a solution. You understand? Everything is going to be more positive based. And see, this is also creating the foundation to a connection, a genuine connection, when you're just thinking positive. But see, here's the thing to that. See, the more positive you become as you evolve, you'll be able to not tolerate negativity as much as you did before. You know how you could be in a connection or a relationship for like years or far longer than you need it to be? It's because you hadn't reached that level of that positive state of mind. Like, that's all I want to be. That's all I want to feel. Once you get to that positive level, that positive mindset, you don't want to revert to being negative most of the time and tolerating that level of behavior. See, if your person isn't really to resolve with you in a mature manner, as adults should be, well, then you're going to simply say, look, maybe we need to pause on this, take a break from this or whatever, and see what it is that we really need from, because I'm not trying to do this with you. If we can't talk and make a sound decision on what it is you do, make an amicable decision as adults should do, well then why not just do our own thing, because I can't do this. You're more positive now, so you want to resolve in a positive manner. Number 3, and lastly, honesty. See, when you are honest, honesty is a beast, because most people, and yes, most cannot handle a high level of honesty. You're not going to tolerate manipulation, deception, deceit. You're going to make better choices, because you will automatically be able to determine in your relationship if someone is there for you. If there is like an ounce of doubt about a person and they're not being honest with you, well then whatever. See, again, it's like a domino effect, people. You really only need to base your life on these 3 qualities and work on them daily, because one positive quality begets another, and so on and so forth. But honesty is a big thing, because hey, when you're honest, you're going to put it out there, and you're going to see if this person is willing to be able to accept that level of honesty. A lot of people are so corrupt and they're into being such a savage that they can't handle such high levels of honesty from people, and they'll retreat from you. You understand what I'm saying? So yes, and these are qualities that we need to bring into situations so people will know how to deal with you. And you'll begin to see, the more people that you date or you encounter, more so than likely they will not want to be with you, because you are evolving and you are displaying certain high levels of behaviors that they can't match. You see what I'm saying? So in order to meet a high quality mate, you would need to display certain behaviors, and those are the only 3 that you need to work on a daily basis to get to where you need, so you can pick out that proper mate that you've been wanting to get to. Okay, look guys, it's as hard as it may seem, and as much self-discipline as it may take, it really is easy when you are willing to become the greater version of yourself. We all want the best. Well, I won't say that, because a lot of people don't. They're not trying to get better. They're just trying to stay complacent because, I don't know, laziness, or they're just comfortable there. But when you want to date better, you have to self-improve in order to get that. Okay, so it's going to take a little effort, but once you begin to practice it in your day-to-day life, it becomes easy for you. Just loving on yourself, letting people see that, being positive regardless of your struggles or whatever you're going through. You become triumphant and resilient. You practice that. No negative thoughts, and just simply being honest with yourself, being honest with people, because you want that in return, right? And I know you might say, well, shouldn't you be focused on trust and all that, yada yada. Look, all of that will come into play when it's supposed to. But when you're honest with people and they can't be that with you, well then, hey, you know what to do. Okay? So I just wanted to share that with you, or just 3 of the easiest ways to try to work on at least becoming a better version of yourself. You may not be the highest quality, but because we're all a work in progress, okay? To be honest, it's a day-to-day thing. You have to continue at it. You may have some bad days, but you bounce back. Never lose that mindset, okay? In the words of Funny Marco, it's a mindset thing. It really is indeed. All right, my loves? So I thought I'd share that with you. If you need more coaching on this matter, all of my information will be linked down below. I thank you all so much for joining me on this beautiful day. Until next time.